Well, hello everyone. I'm back. I know I haven't uploaded in another 2 weeks, even though I told you guys I was going to make more videos after I was gone for like a week beforehand. Look, I was on vacation for the last 2 weeks, and I'm sorry. I was hoping to get a lot of recording done during the time I had, but like I said, I was sick earlier, right before Christmas, and also busy with work. I was like pretty much working every single day up until then, and then I left on vacation on the 28th, and I didn't get back until like 2 days ago, so I really haven't had a chance to sit down. I've actually been unpacking everything, so my room is a complete mess right now, and I will try to do a video on it a little bit later, talk about my vacation. I was gonna do it a part of this video, but I can't get my phone, will not send me my photos at all, so I have no idea what's happening, so we'll not worry about that. But hi, this is a video to tell you guys, no, I am back, and I do apologize that I haven't uploaded anything. I feel bad for not having anything kind of backlogged, but like I said, just being busy with work and being sick during the week uploading to everything kind of just threw everything out of commotion. But this video is kind of like a recap of 2022 and also like my plans of 2023. And we're going to go ahead and start with the recap of 2022. 2022 was actually a good year for the channel and everything. And I want to thank all you guys that have supported me, even if it was just viewing or if you subscribe to the channel or even like the video. It's anything. I just like to know that there are people out there that do like my content. And we did a lot of videos. Sorry, my mind is still fried. I drive like 25 hours to get back home in the last 2 days. I do apologize. Definitely wasn't prepared for this video, and it's struggling times right now. But in 2022, I believe we did over about, I want to say, I was trying to do the math of all the videos I was trying to like collect and everything. We did roughly about, I want to say about 220 videos last year. We did a number. We played a lot of games as well. I was doing the calculation on how many games we actually completed. We did roughly about, out of the 30 games we completed, we have done roughly about a good 9 of them. So we did a lot last year, and that's still going to continue in this year as well. We played through, let alone, we played through Cult of the Lamb, the Spirit and the Mouse, Dead Space, the original Dead Space, not the remake. Yes, I do know the remake is coming later. I'll discuss that in my little part later. We did both the campaigns for the Call of Duty games for both Modern Warfare 1 from 2019, and then we also did 2022's Modern Warfare 2 campaign. We also finished up the original God of War of 2018, so God of War 2018, not the original one, because there's the old God of War. We also completed Metal Hellsinger as well. On top of that, we completed Spider-Man as well. Stray is another one we've completed. Trying to see, Dying Light 2, everything. We did some demos this year for games I'm kind of looking forward to. Also, we completed Star Wars, the Star Wars Lego game, the complete saga, Skywalker saga. And then we also did this year, we also completed Ghostwire as well. I'm actually kind of looking through all the games that I completed this year. But we also finished up some games from the year before. I really wanted to do this year was to finish a lot of the playthroughs that I had already started and then continue forwards. We completed Stardew Valley, Half-Life Alyx. We also completed Psychonauts 2, because we technically started that in 2021 because it came out in the month of December, but I didn't get to finish it until this year. We played a few other games. We got Just Die. Was it Just Die already? Was another game. Like, we even celebrated this year alone. We celebrated 200 videos. We celebrated 300 videos, and I didn't get to make a video because right before we got it, we celebrated 400 videos this year. Like, let me tell you, we did a lot of videos this year, let alone. So if you really want to think about it, this year we've done like 400 and almost 30 videos because we're at 415, or 230 videos because we're at 415 right now. We also played through Poppy Playtime this year. This was a video we did both chapters, which I know some people were talking to me about the whole multiplayer one, and I decided I'm not going to play it right now. Maybe we'll do a video on it later on, but we did. We also played Severed Steel as a full-length playthrough game, because it only took me roughly about almost 2 hours to beat that one. We did a lot of those games this year, and I've learned from this last year that over the year of 2022 is that you guys kind of like more of when I find like games that are not like AAA. Now I'll still do my AAA games and stuff like that, but I know you guys like kind of like the one-off games, kind of like Super Kiwi 64 and everything like that. 64, Severed Steel, the what was it, Metal Hellsinger, stuff like that. But yeah, we finished up past games like Stardew Valley and everything like that, and we got a whole bunch of other ones done. Now I guess like I can go ahead and say what was like my top, like my kind of like my top favorite games I played last year, or kind of like what was my bottom one. I guess I'll kind of go with my least favorite game I played last year. I didn't have a lot of them. The one that really kind of swooped lower for me last year was Dying Light 2. Like, now, don't get me wrong. I know some of you guys, well, you're just on the bad ranking of hating the game. The game was good. Like, don't get me wrong. Movement was pretty good, but it did have some issues when I played it when it first came out. But the story itself was kind of terrible. It was not the best story in the world. Like, I felt like some of the decisions that I did with the ending that I got weren't really irrelevant to at all. There were some characters like I went out of my way to save in said game and still didn't show up towards the end, like wasn't anywhere impactful. And some of the characters themselves were just not the greatest. Like, like the sad part is some people I've had people ask me, like would you have done it differently, like with some of the major decisions? I'm like, nah. It was kind of like it is what it is at that point. But Dying Light 2 was just not the best. I want to actually do a better deep dive video and all my thoughts on it in a later like TP Talks video that I have planned for it. It was just not my most one. I gave that one, I think at the time I gave it a 7. I'd still probably give it a 7 or 6. I sometimes do hop in that game just to run around and do the movement, because they actually have done updates in that, so I give them credit for updating some of the movement issues that I had with the game, but it was still pretty good, or anything like that. But yes, so Dying Light 2 was probably not my, I didn't hate the game, it was kind of just like a disappointment type of thing. It was kind of meh at most. Now, if you were asking me what was my favorite game last year, I don't really have a favorite game of last year. There were so many good games that I played, and like if you really think about it, like what would I classify as like my favorite games? Would I talk about like games that I beat, like Spider-Man, that were a couple years older, or would you talk about like something new, like that released last year, something like kind of Cult of the Lamb? I would say that I had a lot of fun with a lot of the games and stuff like that, and everything. Some of the ones that I would really kind of put into the game, like I guess like some of them that kind of stand out more than the others would probably be, if we're like talking brand new games that released last year, probably like one of my favorite ones I've done so far was probably Metal Hellsinger. Was one of my favorite games to do. Would probably be like Metal Hellsinger was a good game that I played. Another like cool game that kind of didn't get a lot of like show for, which I think kind of deserved it, because you know we all went crazy for a game earlier that year, kind of like in the exact same model, is the Spirit and the Mouse, which I kind of talked about was one of the games it beat. It didn't get a lot of like show for, and I really thought that game kind of would probably get it, because you know we had the cat game, we had Stray earlier that year, and it's basically kind of like Stray. It's a really good game. I really thought was a really good hidden gem that was released last year, and I was hoping that some people maybe watched it a little bit more. Now sadly, I don't know how it is. I think some I've heard really good things from people that have also played the game, so it might be something you guys can look to. It's on Steam if you want to check it out. I think it's also on Switch as well. I don't know if it's on Xbox or PlayStation 5 or anything like that. I think it's just on PC and Switch right now. But I think they said they had plans to bring it out on the other consoles, which would be pretty cool. You know, I did play Cult of the Lamb. I thought that one was a pretty cool take on like roguelike, but also like farming cell, like kind of lifestyle type of thing with being just like a cute like cute-ish like lamb being like a cult. It had like the dark humor, but it also had like the cute side of it. So it had like a best of two worlds. I think that was a pretty good part of Cult of the Lamb. Trying to think of what other games I played during that release that year that I played last year. Like, we did talk about Stray a little bit. I think Stray was pretty good. Some people say it was kind of mediocre. I thought it was pretty good. It was kind of like, just like I said, a cat game. For what it was, it did the job that it did. I think some people wanted more aspect for it. But, you know, personally, I thought it was a pretty okay game. Trying to think of what else that was released that year. We did play, like, I guess, like you could say AAA titles. We did play Let It Go Star Wars game. Thought it was a pretty okay Star Wars Lego game. A lot of people like that one. That one's like the one series that I have in my entire game that has been completely copyright claimed because of all this music and stuff that they play in it, because there was like no way for me to turn it off unless I completely turn off all the music, and that kind of ruins some of the aspects of that game. Now, another game we played that released that year was, like I was saying, was Ghostwire. I think that was a fun game for me. I know a lot of people didn't really like the game. I thought it was pretty okay. I thought some of the story that I was reading, because it uses both supernatural but also takes in the culture of like Japanese culture with the secrets and everything that they had. I was really hoping to see more, or maybe potentially seeing like another Ghostwire game, maybe not set in Tokyo, maybe we could go to a different area. So I was really hoping to see what else could be added to it. I think the game was good. I know some people just didn't like it as much as I did, but I thought it was pretty good in general. Now, I also, like, I played a few other games that I played last year that were much older. Like, I played Spider-Man 2018, and I also played God of War 2018. Those games are still really good games. I actually replayed through both of them because of the fact that I just wanted to play through them again for the channel, and I loved them. And then that led into God of War Ragnarok and everything like that. But that's kind of like a recap of 2022. I guess we could go ahead and talk about what's my plans for 2023. Now, my plans for 2023 is still kind of finish up some of the games that I started. So God of War and Calypso Protocol are going to be my main ones for the month of January, trying to finish that up. I know there's a whole bunch of games coming out in the next couple months, such as February starts it all off. March is absolutely bananas with all kinds of games to play, such as like Star Wars Survivors coming out in that month. You have Hogwarts Legacy. For some people are going to be playing it, some people won't. That's up to whatever y'all want to do on that. There's also like the new Breath of the Wild games coming out during that time. What else? There's so many games. I can't think of all of them. Now, some of the ones that I kind of am looking forward to is Breath of the Wild, I've said. Star Wars Survivor, I'm pretty good, because I kind of want to play through following order this month as well, so that's why I'm kind of like holding off some of the games that I know that's coming out. Like Dead Space Remake, I just recently played through Dead Space, the original Dead Space from 2008 or 2008, whichever way you want to say. I've already played through that, and I am now playing through Calypso Protocol, and I don't want to overload y'all guys with Dead Space style content, because I like Dead Space, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like a Dead Space channel, and there's only so much Dead Space you guys can take, and I kind of want to continue branching out. Now, it doesn't say I will not ever play it. I might also play through it at a later date, but I also want to play through Dead Space 2 and maybe Dead Space 3, and then I'll play the remake, because I kind of want to go through that way if I do continue playing through Dead Space, which I'm probably going to. I'm definitely going to be playing Dead Space 2. That's like one of my favorite horror games of all time, and I'm definitely going to do that. But that's my thought process on remake, is I'm not going to play it just now. I might wait to later on to play it, because I kind of want to find some time where it's downtime, because like I said, October with the March and April and February all coming out with all kinds of games. That's my thing. For the channel itself, I'm still gonna be doing my usual stuff. I was kind of saying this during my 22 recap that I found out you guys kind of like the one-off videos, full like game videos, and kind of like games that are not really lightened, kind of more like indie games, maybe some older games. I've saw some people kind of like my older playthroughs of games that came out a few years back. Now, doesn't mean I'm not going to stop the whole AAA new games coming out this year. Like I said, there's so many games coming out this year that I will do, but I might also like step back and play through some games that come through in the sense of kind of like play through one time. Sorry, like I said, I drove 25 hours. My mind's still kind of mush right now, even with a night's sleep, because I haven't been sleeping very much. But yes, so you might see more of the one-off videos where I play through like a small game and play through. I already have a few games already installed on my computer that's gonna be kind of like that, so you guys can see like full game playthroughs for you guys. I know you guys still like the smaller content, but I have seen a lot of people really peak interest into like the longer videos of me actually playing through the full games instead of just like playing through parts of it. Some of you guys like it just a little bit more. So I'm still going to do both styles. I'm still going to do the part ones, and I'm still going to do the full games if it's not going to take me very long. Now I know I've kind of branched out my how long I would make one of those videos longer, thanks to like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's still going to be like if I beat the game in less than 6 hours, especially if I don't beat a game. And if I beat a game in like 4 or 3, those definitely are going to be just like one videos. But if it's still like if it hits more than 6 hours, it's going to be broken up into parts. The only reason I did Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in one video because it was only 10 minutes more, and I really didn't want to mess with it. Speaking of which, that darn video got copyright claimed because of the song at the very end. I don't know if I ever like if I ever talked about it. I'm not going to play the video, play that part. And I can't edit it, and I'm not going to re-upload it, so it's stuck there forever. So it's been copyright claimed. It took me a long time to get that video up, and I'm not dealing with it. But also, I guess like for the channel as well, I'm also going to take some more interest into YouTube Shorts. Now, I've never personally have done a YouTube Short before. I don't know how to upload it. I kind of wanted to wait and see what they do with it, because I know a lot of people like the TikTok things. So if I do YouTube Shorts, it might be just like me doing a small little update for you guys, kind of about like content that is coming up or type of thing. Or it might be just like a funny moment that happened through like some videos. It might be also a Twitch clip that maybe I have found out about, like either thing. It could be something from a new video. It might be an older video as well, because, you know, people like that kind of thing. But yes. So YouTube Shorts might make appearance. I also have the TP Talk series. I know I've been talking about this. If you go back through most of my videos I talked about in the past, I have talked about the TP Talks. There's a reason why I haven't uploaded the first video of that series, is because I've been kind of keeping closely eye on the topic that was a part of the video, and I think we're finally in the point where I can upload it. I was gonna upload it during on my birthday when it happened, or on Christmas, and I was gonna upload it on the first year if I could have got it finished. But some news had came out on the topic during that time, and I kind of wanted to wait to see if any other news came around with it, because usually when news comes out on games and stuff, it's usually not just one thing, especially if it's like a game that's highly anticipated. It kind of goes for a circle for a couple months. So it should be happening. I'm hoping going to have it out before the end of this month. I'm actually almost done with it. I just got to finish up a few things. So you should see that video, the first one of the TP Talk series, coming out this month. I don't know how many of those I'm going to do every month. I might do one every month, maybe one every month, or one every other month. I could probably do a couple every month to kind of talk about different things that I want to. But for now, I got to get the first part out before I can even think about doing anything else for that matter. But yeah, those are some of my plans for 2023. I have other things I have planned as well, but I'm not going to talk about them yet because they're still a little bit further off from me actually discussing them. These are more things that I might do in the first week or so, or the first couple months. And some of those stuff I have is not kind of anytime soon. So I gotta kind of wait a little bit further, because I don't want to announce something now that in a couple months has to be completely changed because something happens and I can't do with it. I have to completely change everything. But for the meantime, like I said, I am so sorry that you guys haven't had a video in roughly about 2 weeks, and then like the week, and then only giving you so I was gone for like a week, didn't give you anything, then came back, only uploaded 2 videos, and then gone for another 2 weeks because of vacation. But I am back now. I'm ready to be back. I'm ready to make new content. I'm ready to go forth and bring everything to the new year. And I hope to see you guys continue to support me, and just watch a video, maybe tell some friends. It's whatever you want to do. But thank you guys so much for support for 2022. It's now 2023, and let's go together for another year. Also, I one more side note. Sorry I wasn't here for my year anniversary. My 3rd anniversary here on YouTube. That was on January 1st. My very first video I uploaded, or not my very first video, but the first video I uploaded while taking YouTube a little bit more seriously was January 1st, 2020. We are now, it's already now 2023, so I've been doing this for 3 years now. Woo! And here's 20 more, right? Thank you guys. Thank you for the support. I hope to see y'all in another video. So everyone, please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.